Am I the asshole for yelling back at a woman after she screamed at my daughter? Context may need to be said. I cannot, like, I'd say yes if you feel the need to yell, but to some point, if the person's yelling already, you kind of need it if you want to be heard. So this, if your daughter has been a jerk, and then the woman was just like rectifying the situation and you screamed at her, you might be the asshole here. This just happened today. My husband, daughter, and I went for breakfast at this small restaurant. The table were close to each other because it was so small. A man and a woman were sitting at the table next to us. The woman was sitting pretty close to my daughter and I. My daughter is 9 months old. 9 months old. The baby's gonna be like, make a crisis. 9 months old is not, it's a baby, okay? She's gonna scream. The lady's gonna scream at her. Like, that's gonna be so stupid. And she was sitting in a high chair next to me. Okay. We had ordered some mini donut, which were filled with jam. I gave my daughter a donut. She grabbed it and then squeezed it with both ends. The jam splattered all over me. Also on the woman's white skirt. Okay. My husband immediately apologized to her and got up to get some napkins for her. She then started screaming at me that we shouldn't be allowed to be in this space with a child. There's a freaking high chair. If there is an high chair in a restaurant, that means that you can be there with a child. Fudge you, old lady. If it can't behave, stay home, etc. That witch did not have a kid. Like, if you think this is misbehaving, you're actually dumb. At 9 months old, a child is just a machine to eat, process, poop, and sleep. Like, it doesn't do anything on purpose. It is not misbehaving to just be a baby, you know? I've never seen someone act this belligerent over something so small. And then she pointed her finger really close to my daughter's face and kept yelling in my baby's face. That's when I got pissed and yelled back at her to get the hell away from us. The man she was with tried to calming her down, but she actually started screeching. I yelled back, telling her she was actually freaking insane. Then that's when my husband grabbed our daughter and just said, let's leave. A manager/server stepped in and told the woman to calm down. She just kept going. I ignored her and grabbed our bag to leave. Honestly, this happened. It's already a problem. Like, this situation is already problematic, but could have been fixed right there. They decided that they would leave because that stupid lady is there, and that's sending a very bad message to that entitled witch, that it's fine for her to be a monster, like to be that. As we are leaving, this old lady said, I was wrong for escalating the situation. According to her, the lady looked mentally unwell, and I should have just apologized and stopped engaging. I completely disagree with this old man. Yeah, honestly, yes, she looked unwell, but not... people will not be agreeing with me, but like, always being... What's the word? Always like saying it's fine to the belligerent bottle that are around you. Just make them stick to these kind of endeavor more often because they know they win when they look a little too insane for you, you know? I don't care how mentally unwell you are. Yelling at an infant is never okay. Maybe it was unnecessary to yell back at her, but she was being aggressive to a child for a minor accident. It was such a horrible situation. It absolutely didn't have to end this way. I mean, already to the point where it is at the moment, you're not the asshole. To make a few things clear, I didn't expect to spurt the donut to spurt that far. He was about 2 arms length away from us. This donut is also not like the regular ones. The server told parents often ordered these donuts for their kids because it has no sugar in it and the jam is freshly made from strawberries. It isn't liquid as normal strawberry jam. That's why I was surprised it's spattered all the way over that woman, right? I also had no time to react before she started screaming. The jam also spattered over my daughter's face, and my first reaction was to clean her face. I was also in shock. I've never had a donut literally explode. That's what a baby does, you know? Normally when squeezed, it just drips down. If she had just spoken to me regularly, I would absolutely have no problem helping her with anything. I absolutely didn't scream profanity at her. I yelled at her to get away from us after she put her hands in my baby's face, and she absolutely did yell in my daughter's face. She didn't say anything before she started screaming. Yep, I absolutely understand. Like, you probably have met with a Karen in the wild. That's how it turned. Understand, I shouldn't have yelled. Yeah, you shouldn't have yelled. That's fine. We get that part, but she shouldn't have put her hand in my daughter's face. We were all grown adults, and she could have spoken to me like an adult and not scream. Yep. Like, I don't know who told you you're the asshole. Why do you feel the need to edit that much? We'll probably get disappointed by that. Ish, everybody sucks here. Aww. So that's why. Basically, like, yeah. So basically, she added all those edit, understanding that people were like, hey, you gave some jelly exploding donut to someone. You're also in the wrong. But like, yeah. I think she reacted a bad way. Like, you gotta understand that when you have a kid, it's not to have a kid being misbehaved, to like do some mess. It's not to have a kid being misbehaved, to like a baby being misbehaved, to cry while you are at the restaurant or the grocery store or anything. If there's a thing baby do out of like eating, shitting, and sleeping, it's actually to cry. This is the only way they have to share their needs. And sometimes their needs are just to be heard and to test their own voice. So they will scream for absolutely no good reason. Like, to freak out when you see a baby doing baby things makes you a horrible person. I don't say, like, if the kid is clearly asking for milk and he does not get its milk because the mom act like a jerk in front of him, another story. But like, this is just a kid being a kid and making an accident. Then the explanation, I would blame more the lady that started screaming than the one that was just like, get away from my kid. God damn, guys. You are really all on the side that like giving a donut with jelly to a kid is not okay. This is dumb. So basically, that's all the edit she did. She did edit to answer to like the first few answer they got. I get how she's wrong. But for a donut, people, and like one made to be like health-ish for the kid, that's a freaking joke.